Shalom. I'd like to give all praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to the brothers out there teaching in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the earth. Salutations. I'd like to go over to be with like-minded brothers in this truth. You know. Start off by Ecclesiasticus 37:12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou so miscarry. You know, so in this truth, you're going to want to be with brothers out here that's just like-minded as you. You know, on the same path. You know, on the same path that's right of righteousness. You know, that's trying to do the best they can. You know, following the law, statutes, commandments. You know, and as the scriptures say. All right, because ultimately, if you're with someone that's trying to, a godly man that's trying to keep the commandments, you know that they're trying to do right, you know, the best they can. And you know, if you're trying to do the right the best they can, the best you can, that's the person that's the people you need to be, you should be around. All right. So I'll go over it again. Ecclesiasticus 37:12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. You know? Because at the end of the day, if the outcomes of being with worldly people, you know, comes a worldly, filthy conversation, you know, and even with that, you know, even being with them, they may be doing something. They, you know, they're more likely being wicked, but you're not even being wicked. But even being with them, you know, it kind of can corrupt your character, you know. So you know, it's best to not even. It's best to not even take part with ungodly people, you know, because they're not even trying to do right. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. Awake to righteousness and sin not. For some have not the knowledge of the Most High. I speak this to your shame, you know. So the worldly people that's not trying to do right, they don't know of the Most High, you know. And the difference between them and you do. So that's why you want to be with other like-minded brothers that's on the same path and the same goal as you know, to do right. And just for as like past experiences, you know, they being with worldly people, they tempt you, you know, to do wickedness, even though they know you're on the right path, but they don't care, because why? Misery loves company, and they try to draw you down the same. They ain't doing nothing but being a demon, trying to draw you to the same path they're in, you know, trying to get you back in the world, you know. So that's why it's just best to, you know, cut them off, you know. Proverbs 1:10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not, you know, because they will try to get you, not saying all the time, but most of the time, they will try to get you to do something according that's off to the scriptures, you know. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and the whole as those that go down to the pit. We shall find all precious substance, and we shall find fit slaka, and we shall fill our homes with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. You know. So that's some of the wickedness, you know, that the ungodly do. You know. Their foot is to run to do evil and run to do wickedness, you know. Because why? They don't have the knowledge of the Most High. And neither do they want to know it, you know. So it's just the best thing to try to find and be with like-minded brothers. And you know, and even here, you know, Ecclesiasticus 13, but I'm gonna start at 15, you know. Let me just read it. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. So, for example, when it says like a man will cleave to his like, I can give you an example. Like a robber is going to hang with a robber, you know. A drug dealer is going to hang with a drug dealer, you know. Or a weed head is going to hang with a weed head. It's all wickedness, but a man is going to cleave to his like. So I like righteousness, so I'm gonna cleave to men of righteousness trying to do the right thing, you know. Verse 17. What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. You know, what fellowship does that how does that work? You know, a wolf don't run around with no, you don't see no wolf running around with no lamb, you know. So that's how it's saying with a sinner, a godly is not shouldn't be running around with no sinner, you know. What agreement is there between the hyena and the dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? You know. So it's not gonna work. You know, it's just not gonna work. So that's why you want to be and find to be with brothers as the like man that's doing the same thing that you're doing, you know. And ultimately that's the path you got to be on now when you're in this truth, you know. Because all the ungodly is trying to do is knock you off your path, you know. That's all they're trying to do. Even they know they're doing it, even if they don't know they're doing it. That's the goal, you know. That's that demon trying to get you and knock you off your path, trying to put you back in them old ways, you know. But when you with the brotherhood, it's help. So that's why it goes into you know, going to the scripture on Ecclesiastes 4:9. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift his fellow. But woe unto him that is alone, when he falleth, for he have not another to help him. You know. So if a brother may be slipping, you know, or weak in a certain areas, another brother can help his brother by telling him about certain things, and help boasting and pushing back up to getting back on track, you know. Just like for as example of lifting weights, when you have a brother there spotting you, you may be slipping a little bit, but you got another brother behind you cheering you on to stay up and keep fighting. Or he might, you know, do the little tapping thing to make you feel like it's working, and you know, you push it up and put it back on a rack, you know. So that's that's a beautiful thing when another brother is there to help you and to get on your case, and maybe if you're going off, likewise for both each other, you know. And it says again, if two lie together, then have heat. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm? So it's beautiful when two brothers is there to help each other. Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the continuance of his friend. You know. Once again, a brother is there. A brother is there to what? Help you. Help you in the times of need. You know, when another may be weak. You know, help sharpen you. Help get you right. You know, and that's likewise with both. Y'all both gonna help each other get each other right. You know, because you know, a brother may say something and pull out a scripture you may need at the time. You might be going through something. You be like, yeah, I needed that. That's the scripture I was looking for. I didn't even know that. And you might say something to the other brother, put a scripture, and you be like, bro, I was going through that. I needed that exact scripture. You know, you ain't even. I don't even know how you knew that. You know, but iron sharpens iron. You know, brothers help you out. Brothers help each other out through times when needed. You know. Salakia. I got more thing scripture, and it's a beautiful thing to have a brotherhood. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Psalms 133:1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for the brethren to dwell together in unity. You know, so it's a beautiful thing for all the brothers out there. And, you know, it's all together. It's all together in unity. You know, when I look on the unicorn and see all the brothers out there, all the GMS brothers out there, you know, teaching the word in truth and sincerity, it's you know, it definitely is a beautiful thing. You know, all the brothers out there, you know, it's you know, teaching the word, you know, helping brothers out, you know, all different things, you know. It's a very beautiful sight to me, as we're all in one body under Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you know. So brothers out there, you know, you gotta stay under the fold, and you gotta stay around, and you gotta build a brotherhood, man. You know. I don't know if certain brothers out there may not have a brotherhood or whatnot, but you know, try to get with different brothers. You know, maybe in different states, or you know, if you need to talk to some brothers, because you gotta stay with like-minded brothers. You know, you don't wanna. You want to talk to other brothers out there that's on the same mind as you, and that you could talk spiritual things that they can help and uplift you. Because calling a carnal person, you can really talk to them for 5-10 minutes, and they ain't really got nothing to uplift you and say about no worldly bullshit, you know. So that being said, hope brothers was edified, you know. Shalom.